Hello, everyone. Coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show presents the AEW Ring Report. As you see these matches right here, Samoa Joe takes on Darby Allin one-on-one for the TNT Championship. Can the King of Television continue his momentum as being double champ Joe? Did Darby Allin regain the TNT Championship that he once had before? Also, too, Jade taking on with her baddies, taking on Madison Ray, Sky Blue, and Kiera Hogan in the match. Is Kiera Hogan still a little bit salty after being kicked out of Jade's group? We'll talk about that. As well as Jamie Hayter, the new women's champion, sits down with Tony Schiavone about her rise to power and how the AEW fan base is getting behind Jade doing so. Plus two, interesting tag team match for Final Battle as Jake Hager and Daniel Garcia of the Jericho Appreciation Society team up to take on Claudio Castagnoli and Willa Yuta in a huge match, tag team match. A lot of Ring of Honor Final Battle implications between Garcia and Yuta as they battle on as well. Also, too, the Dynamite Ring Battle Royal. All these participants: Ricky Starks, Ethan Page, Jungle Boy, Byron Cage, Dalton Castle, Matt Hardy, Sean Dean, and a couple more. Who's going to join this list to earn themselves a shot at the World Championship down the road? And we'll hear from World Champion MJF after a very interesting promo between him and Ricky Starks coming up as well. We'll talk about that as well coming up. Also, too, the main event, the tag team championship match, the long-awaited tag team championship match between FTR versus the Acclaim. Who's going to win this match between these two teams? Both teams, the FTR wants to be belt collectors and collect more belts as the Acclaim trying to defend their tag team titles, becoming AEW's most popular tag team. That's in our main event. And we got a lot more on Hot Topics as the Pro Wrestling Show starts right now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. I'm your host, as always, Dix here. Glad you can join us here on the Pro Wrestling Show. Thank you all for watching. Join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is caring. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing here on the Pro Wrestling Show. What a show we have for you. Thank you all. Once again, tonight we won't have no take. We're moving the take to Saturdays now. So look for an announcement on Saturdays that the take will be on for this holiday season on Saturdays. So thank you all for watching. All right. Like I said, join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on the Pro Wrestling Show. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is caring. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing. So let's get down to the nitty gritty. All right. As you see right here, the Diamond Battle Royal, and you see some of these participants. Ricky Starks, who should have a future championship match against MJF if winter is coming, won that Battle Royals, won that tournament. Now he's in a Battle Royal. When he takes on Ethan Page, Big Ego, versus Jungle Boy, Brian Cage, Dalton Castle, Matt Hardy, and Sean Dean. What a match it was going to be. Well, we had some of the participants coming out there, but at the end, Ricky Starks emerged victorious and wins the Dynamite Ring Battle Royal to earn himself, bothly makes sense, the World Championship match, and he earns himself a match for the ring as MJF, who is the current ring holder. MJF didn't waste no time whatsoever to come out there and confront his number one contender, Ricky Starks. MJF tried to deliver a promo to Ricky Starks, told him Ricky Starks to wait for a minute. Ricky Starks just stood there and waited. But Ricky Starks had the promo of his life by giving MJF the business and told MJF about himself. And it was a phenomenal promo. He just went left and right. I mean, Ricky Starks is a star. MJF trying to bash him and trying to humiliate him, saying that, but trying to say he's beneath going on YouTube and stuff. I mean, MJF started on YouTube too. He started on MLW. He don't want to remember that. Ricky Starks, MJF, both similar, but now their paths have crossed. Ricky Starks had the promo of the night. Bigs up to Ricky Starks. Ricky Starks talked about his life, talked about how he had to struggle and get to this moment, which it was a unbelievable moment. Ricky Starks tried to tell MJF about himself. MJF felt offended about it. MJF wanted to get even with Ricky Starks by kicking Ricky Starks in the groin, and Ricky Starks hit the spear on MJF. MJF was trying to use that diamond ring, but Ricky Starks got up and held the belt. So Ricky Starks, could he be the next world champion? Only time will tell. We have to wait and see on that. But Ricky Starks delivered a phenomenal promo, and big up to Ricky Starks on his goal to become the world champion. We'll have to wait and see on that. Speaking of that, um, we know that Will Yuta and Daniel Garcia will meet at Ring on the Final Battle 1-on-1. We have to we'll wait and see. But they was in tag team action as Yuta teamed up with his Cardio in the Blackpool Combat Club to take on Daniel Garcia and Jake Hager. And what a match that was! It was a physical, non-stop, gritty match between the two. Yuta and MJF. We just have to wait and see. Yuta won their match for him and Cesaro, but it was fairly interesting after what had happened a couple of weeks ago. What happened to the attack the William Regal? That Tony Schiavone had came in the ring and made mention to the guys that this is what had happened when Regal sent them a heartfelt message. Regal sent them a message that they didn't need him. He's Blackpool Combat Club through and through. As we told you, reports that Regal is expected to join WWE, and AEW granted his release, but AEW told him a conditional release that he won't be on television for a year. So William Regal will honor that, and he'll be on behind the scenes in the background. But Regal gave a an impromptu impromptu send off, and sent off saying that they didn't need him, and told Moxley the reason why he did what he did was to teach him that you need to look behind the eyes behind your back. And the Moxley didn't understand at the time, but I guess he gets it now, but he'll get it sooner rather than later. And here's a heartfelt message that William Regal sent right here to the members of the Blackpool Combat Club. My favorite song by my favorite band, who someone I knew as a child was writing my life. I guess he's talking about the Beatles. But William Regal sent that heartfelt message and stuff. And this was Tony Khan had sent as well. Tony Khan saying that he spoke right out about William Regal out the gate and approached Regal. I wanted to coach his son and be back on the team. So William Regal no longer will be leaving AEW and heading back to WWE sooner rather than later. Also, too, Jade Cargill, the TBS champion, in her baddies, went against Madison Rain, Sky Blue, and Kiera Hogan. This match was built on nutrition as well. I know that Jade want to showcase what her abilities, and she did with her strong abilities. I don't know what's going on with Bow Wow, but Jade won the match. I guess she's still feeling a little salty at the what's her name did. So Jade continuing her momentum, her dominance, and still being the TBS champion. Don't know what this is going to lead to her and Kiera Hogan down the road, but we'll have to wait and see on that one. Also, too, Britt Baker confronted Saraya. Saraya and Britt Baker will have a match once again. They talked about the match that they had, and Saraya saying that she wants to go again, but this time in a tag team match. And Britt Baker saying that she's going to offer women's champion Jamie Hayden to be her tag team partner, but they want to go against Paige, and Paige had to find her a partner sooner rather than later. So Paige will find her a partner, but we don't know what the unnamed partner would be. So we just have to wait and see on that one. Also, too, We know that Samoa Joe went against Darby Allin 1-on-1. Samoa Joe and Darby Allin hold no punches. These two men want to beat the crap out of each other. Samoa Joe, the king of television, he claims to be. Samoa Joe defeated Darby Allin. Darby was trying to get his championship back, but he didn't do so. Darby was cut in the midside again, and so Darby Allin loses to Samoa Joe. Darby Allin doesn't get the match that he wanted after Joe had did the Kakia clutch to get the win. Samoa Joe being dominant in his match against Darby Allin in a match that Darby thought he was gonna win. Also, too, Wardlow came out there, won a piece of Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe ran like the scattered dog that he was. Samoa Joe leaving, so Joe, you know how that be. Joe and Samoa Joe and Wardlow will meet probably down the road, but we have to wait and see on that one. Speaking of that, the House of Black made an appearance talking about who their next victims is going to be. So we just have to wait and see what the House of Black is going to do. And, hey, like I said, the House of Black doing this. We'll see how this is going to play out down the road between the House of Black and stuff. Also, too, some Jamie Hayter, the new women's champion, sat down with Tony Schiavone and talked about her struggles and wanting to become women's champion and trying to get to where she needs to be. We know that these two women will meet one on. We know that Tony Schiavone is more interesting. Could we be seeing the turn between Jamie Hayter and Britt Baker down the road? After Britt Baker could be jealous that Jamie is the women's champion and she's not. Only time will tell. Also, too, the match that everyone's talking about. Could FTR win the big one again? Could they win? They're bet collectors. They're the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions. They're the Mexican Tag Team Champions. They're winning all the gold, but they want that AEW Tag Team gold. But standing in their way is the Acclaim. The Acclaim, the most popular organic Tag Team Champions I ever heard saw, got a shot for the Tag Team titles. The Acclaim are popular. They're popular. Max Caster and Anthony Bowen doing their thing, and the Acclaim try to win, by all means. But the Acclaim retain their tag team championships over the FTR. Well, FTR got surprised by Billy Gunn's real kids saying that the Briscoes looking for a double dog collar match, which that's weird, and they're gonna do so at Final Battle 1-on-1. But what that leads to the claim just a team that scoops by, but we'll just have to wait and see on that. So hey, it is what it is. And two, Kip Sabian and Orange Cassidy probably will meet one day down the line for the TNT for the North American the Mid Atlantic Championship, All Atlantic Championship, I meant to say. But we'll have to wait and see on that one. So hey, that'd be. All right, that ends the AEW Ring Report. Let's move forward to Wrestling Hot Topics. On Wrestling Hot Topics, we have heard that the son of Umaga could be heading his way to be trained for wrestling. Well, Umaga's son been training under the auspices of Booker T. So Booker T and Umaga. So we'll see how that would be. So hey, let's hope. Let's see how this gonna play out down the road for that between Booker T and Umaga, and how Umaga's son would do coming up. So hey. And two, the NXT Vengeance Day. NXT Vengeance Day. We just found out by Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels have confirmed it. If we can find what Shawn said. Okay. Then Sean Ross Sapp said that Shawn Michaels decided that NXT is going to travel for an upcoming event. It'll be Vengeance Day from Charlotte, the future hometown of me. Okay, this is the first step, so we'll get to see the men and women of the NXT brand make a rare appearance for NXT Vengeance, and we'll see how that's going to be coming up. NXT Vengeance, HBK, Shawn Michaels, excited. Who can blame them for the men and women traveling? They think NXT gonna make more money now as a brand, but we'll wait and see how that's gonna play out. Also, too, CM Punk been trolling as of late, saying that he may return to WWE. We'll wait and see on that. He's been trying to troll folks all day while these pics on Instagram. So we just had to wait and see how this is gonna play out between CM Punk and what's going on. Also, too, Tony Khan made a appearance on his press conference for the AEW Ring of Honor Final Battle media conference. Talked about the William Regal situation. Talked about his mom's health condition. Talked about what he looks forward to going into the new year. Tony Khan got a lot of aspirations. Even talking about Ring of Honor getting a TV deal sooner rather than later. Let's see. I'm screaming. Also, too, Asuka talking about she's going to be bad, so we're going to see Asuka turn heel. Let's just hope and see, but hey, it is a possibility and stuff. Asuka turning heel. She done it before, so we have to wait and see. So hey, you know what it be. All right, we're gonna end this right now. We're gonna show you that pitch one more time when Ricky Starks made himself a star when he eviscerated MJF. When he did what he did. All right, everyone. Thank you all for watching the Pro Wrestling Show presents the AEW Ring Report. It was a little late, but hey, things happen for a reason. So, hope to see you tomorrow for the SmackDown Ring Report, and hopefully, we'll have the NXT deadline predict the outcome, as well as we'll probably do the makeup for that for the Ring of Honor Final Battle as well. I've been your host, Kendrick Dix, saying so long. Thank you for watching the Pro Wrestling Show.